Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we will discuss about viscous flow. Coming to the viscous flow, already we know where viscosity presents. That flow is called viscous flow. Coming to the viscosity, from starting of the class onwards, we are discussing about viscosity, which depends on Newton law of viscosity. Tau is equals to mu into du by dy. This is Newton law of viscosity. And mu is your absolute viscosity or dynamic viscosity, and du by dy is velocity gradient. Tau is the shear stress. So in this lecture, that means today's lecture, we'll derive a equation called Hagen-Passalis equation. Hagen-Passalis Hagen-Passalis equation. Some people call it as Hagen-Passalis equation. Same thing only. So with the help of this, what is the use with the help of this is we will calculate pressure difference with the help of Hagen-Passalis equation. In case of a circular pipes, there is a pressure difference at entrance and exit that we can calculate with the help of this equation. So that we will derive today. For that, what I am doing, I have considered a pipe. Some pipe is there here. In this pipe, I have considered a small section somewhere here. This section, let some P pressure is going entrance. At entrance we have P pressure, then pressure force is pressure into area. At exit of this particular plate or small section, you have a pressure of P plus dou P by dou x into dx into pi r square. Already we discussed about these two terms in the Bernoulli's theorem. Same equation, same terms I am using here also. And some shear stress tau is acting. We know tau can be written as shear force. So tau into, so I'll write this as shear stress into area. So area is 2 pi r into dx. So what is dx here? This is radius r. Let it is radius r because we have considered some base section here. Let take which is at a distance of small r and total distance is capital R. And this thickness is dx. Now if we go further, so I want to resolve the equation. So if you resolve it, it comes out to be P into pi r square minus P plus dou P by dou x into dx into pi r square. That's it, right? See, positive direction, negative, and one more term is there, that is shear force tau into 2 pi r into dx. So if you check carefully, P into pi r square is going to cancel. Then what are the remaining terms? Dou P by dou x into dx plus tau into 2 pi r into dx. Okay, sorry, this is minus as well as this is also minus, but I wrote plus y. I'll tell you at the end. Just for instant, you can consider it as one first equation. Now if you extend this, minus dou p by dx into pi r square is here. Here we'll get dou p by dou x into dx in this term into pi r square, because this p into pi r square only cancel. Now if you write this minus dou p by dou x into dx into pi r square minus tau into 2 pi r into dx is equals to 0. So this can be written as minus, because sum of force is 0, dou p by dou x into r, because dx is here, pi, 1 pi going to cancel, 1 r, 1 r. Then what are the remaining terms? Minus dou p by dou x into r minus tau into and 2. So basically it's 2 tau, which is equals to 0. So if you extend this further, what you will get here? So I can write tau is equals to, send these all terms that side, minus dou p by dou x into, so here 2 is there, r by 2. So this is the equation for shear stress. So if you observe carefully, I need no shear stress completed. If you observe, the shear stress part is over. Now I need velocity distribution. Coming to the velocity distribution in that particular pipe, this is the pipe, right? So if you observe somewhere here, I have marked a section, and it is the center of the pipe. The shear stress is maximum here, and when it coming to the center, the shear stress is decreasing. And the profile of shear stress, if you observe here, it is going on increasing, and at the ends of the pipe, that means at the surface of the pipe, the shear stress is increasing. Similarly, if you observe the velocity profile, the velocity is 0 at this junction and the maximum at this point and 0 at this junction. So it is looking like a parabolic curve. So this is your velocity profile and it is your shear stress profile. Now with these two, what I'll do, I'll use Newton law of viscosity to write velocity distribution inside this particular pipe. For that, if you write tau is equals to mu into du by dy, this is your Newton law of viscosity. Okay. Now, if you observe here, du is the velocity and dy is the thickness. So it is a circular pipe. So in case of circular pipe, as discussed earlier, it is a circular pipe. So your y dy can be written as r. So at that particular junction, that means at somewhere here, so your y can be written as, so I'll write y directly, which is capital R minus small r. Okay. Now, if you go further from this, similarly, I can replace dy with dr. So replace all of these terms here, then you get tau is equals to mu into du by dr. Now, from this, if I go further, let's take the second equation, and it is the first equation. Otherwise, second or third equations, because first I have taken another equation. Now equate 1 and 2. From this I can write minus dou p by dou x into r by 2 is equals to mu into du by dr. So from this I can write du by dr is equals to 1 by 2 mu, here 2 is there, 1 by 2 mu into dou p by, this term I needed, just I sent that side, into dou p by dou x as it is, into here r is there, so r I am writing. So now if we integrate this equation, let's take fourth equation. To integrate fourth equation with r, then only you'll get total distribution. That means among that particular total pipe, I need velocity distribution. Then we have to do integration. So what is the integration? Dou u by dou r. Then it is u, which is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration 2 mu, right? So let's keep as it is aside. This is 2 mu or 2 pi. Let me check once. Two mu only. Okay. Okay, it's 2 mu into dou p by dou x into r square by 2 and plus some constant of integration. So this can be extended as 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into r square plus constant of integration. Let's take it as fifth equation. So from equation 5, I need this constant of integration. So I have to apply boundary conditions. you apply boundary conditions, then only you will get constant of integration. So what is the boundary conditions? At r is equals to capital R, we have total 5. Your velocity is 0. Exactly right. You observe here, when small r is equals to capital R, that means at this point, your velocity is 0. So if you apply this boundary condition in the equation 5, 0 is equals to 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into, one second, let me check. All right. Into, it's r square as it is plus c. So it is equals to 0. So from this I can write constant of integration as 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into r square. This is your constant of integration. So it is plus, then it is go minus. Now substitute this constant of integration in the equation 5. Then you will get total velocity u is equals to 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x. Earlier it was small r, sorry, then it comes out to be capital R. It also comes out to be capital R. So if you substitute total in the equation, then it comes out to be small r square plus this constant, sorry, it is negative, then it comes out to be minus 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into capital R square. So this can be written as 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into capital R square minus small r square. That's it. Actually, vice versa. If you take this common, then it comes out to small r square minus capital R square. No problem. You can keep minus because your velocity is decreasing in nature. So u is equals to minus 1 by 4 mu into dou p by dou x into capital R square minus small r square. So this is the equation we use for velocity distribution. So if you extend this equation for your drop of pressure or pressure change, then we will get an equation. That equation is P1 minus P2 by rho g, which is equals to 32 mu ul by rho g d square. This equation is called Hagen-Poiseuille's equation, which is used to calculate difference of pressures in case of a pipe. This is called Hagen-Poiseuille's equation. So we have some problems related to this. We'll see now.